Hello there. It's Thursday, 3rd of September. This is a message for all parents and students. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a really good summer break. I'm just providing a brief video message now that accompanies some written guidance that we'll be sending to all families this afternoon. That guidance is comprehensive. There's a lot of information in it, but please could you read it carefully. What I want to do in this message is just to signpost some key points that you will see within the guidance. The first one is in response to recent government guidance for schools opening, particularly with regard to face coverings. So just to be clear, that face coverings are recommended to be worn in communal areas such as corridors. So as a school, we will follow that guidance, and we are recommending that adults and children wear face masks or face coverings in communal areas. So with that in mind, please could you provide one for your child? Please can it be plain or patterned in design? No symbols or images, please. That's the first point. Second point, we've been asked about lockers. Unfortunately, we will not be able to provide lockers to begin with. That is simply because it would mean actually breaking bubbles. It would mean students moving from different parts of the different zones of the school. So at this point, we won't be making lockers available. Students will be able to leave their bags and coats in their bubbles, in their classroom areas where they will be located for the very large majority of the day. With regard to PE, to begin with, again, we're keeping it safe and simple. So we ask that for PE, students, when they are scheduled to take PE, if they just bring in trainers for the first 4 school weeks, then we're going to look to develop our provision so that we can start using changing rooms and pupils can start doing some more activities where they need to be in kit. But for the first 4 weeks, we're keeping PE fairly straightforward, adjusting our curriculum. So please could children just bring in trainers on the days that they have PE. With regard to food and catering, at break time, food will not be served in the dining hall. This is similar to other schools within the trust, most other schools in the trust. But again, it's about keeping it simple and safe. So could I ask if your child wants to bring in a snack, that's absolutely fine. What I would recommend is that they bring in a bottle of water into school. Lunch will be available to be purchased at lunchtime. The menu will be restricted slightly. The layout of the dining hall will be slightly different so that we can make sure that students are as socially distanced as possible in the best way we can do that within a relatively short space. So that's really just to let you know about that's what's going to be happening at lunchtime. Lunchtimes to begin with are going to be slightly different, a more limited menu, and we won't be selling food at break time. Rather than using the fingerprint biometric system, each child will be given a 4-digit PIN number that they can tell the lunchtime, the dinner lady. They can give that number to the dinner lady when they buy food. So we're not using the fingerprints because obviously that's a potential transmitter of infection. In terms of equipment, please can your children bring the equipment that they would normally bring. But in addition to that, I've mentioned a water bottle, I've mentioned a face covering, and also they can, if they wish, bring their own hand sanitizer if they wish to do so. But as you read in the guidance, we've put in a whole series of measures in terms of social distancing and hand cleansing. So I'll refer you to that and make sure that you read that guidance carefully. We're really looking forward to see you next week. Year 7 on Tuesday. The rest of the school and Year 7 on Wednesday. Please can Year 7 bring a pair of trainers on Tuesday as for part of the activities they're doing in the course of that day. And please can you check in the guidance and in the covering letter that I've sent you on Wednesday for the other year groups, it's a staggered start. So please check the time that your child should be coming to school. You will have questions and there may be things that you want to ask us about for clarification. If that's not been clarified with the guidance that we provided, please could you contact us by using the email address that I've mentioned before, the hello@voy, in the first instance, please. And we will do our best to reply to you and get back to you and answer your queries as quickly as possible. Okay, so I really look forward to seeing you all next week, and all the best for this weekend and for the start of this forthcoming term. Okay, best wishes. See you next week. Thanks. Bye for now.